Currently, the whole human race is going through the most devastating crisis period that can be easily compared to any world war. Yes, the very most egocentric human beings who declared themselves as the best living creature of earth are now struggling for their own existence. Philosopher Plato once declared them as the greatest species for their unique rational ability and resolute power. Unfortunately, the existence of this self-acclaimed invincible human race is now at stake because of the deadly virus called COVID-19. The damage to health, wealth and well-being has been enormous. Now the question is whether we can fight back together again and survive this phase, whether we have the belief to say again,
we shall overcome, we shall overcome, we shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday.
although war is nothing new to us, since we have been already experienced the previous two world wars where people shamelessly and ruthlessly fought against each other out of their uncontrollable greed for power, wealth and land. This time, the war has been reoriented. At present, the whole human race is fighting unitedly against one lethal virus. Moreover, this pandemic has exposed the deeper injustice of the global social structure, since it brings into surface the huge deprivation and unfair distribution of basic needs, especially to the poor people of the developing countries like India. Here, the most of the inhabitants are susceptible to infection due to poor nutrition, polluted water, crowded living conditions, poor education, lack of awareness, and lack of access to basic medicines. These factors lead the poor people of the developing countries to be more prone to the infection. So, in this battle of survival, we should work hand in hand.
We'll walk hand in hand, we'll walk hand in hand, we'll walk hand in hand someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday.
The devastating crisis also taught us that we should now get rid of our long hangover of anthropocentrism. Human being is not and never was the only supreme power of the world, and they have no right to control, use or alter Mother Nature for their own sake. We have already disrupted enough the natural harmony of the world. It's high time that we should take a pledge to be respectful to all other members of our ecosystem.
We shall live in peace, we shall live in peace, we shall live in peace someday.
We shall all be free, we shall all be free, we shall all be free someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday.
Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday.
Yes, we all want to know the answer, that when we shall be free again, when we can travel again, when we are able to see the mesmerizing beauty of the world again, when we can again hug our loved ones and can meet our dearest friends in our favorite coffee shop. The highly contagious nature of the virus has changed the usual social practice all over the world. We are now compelled to maintain the preventive measures such as isolation, quarantine, and social distancing. Since we are the social species, it is indeed physically and mentally disturbing to maintain distance, social distance from our near ones. What if we adopt the term physical distancing rather than social distancing? Here, the goal is to separate individuals from each other physically, but to connect mentally with the virtue of solidarity. In this crucial condition, we have to adopt the new normal to overcome our fear by fighting together. This pandemic makes us ourselves realize again as a member of one single community. This is not one's own problem, nor a particular group of individuals' problem. Since the risk is common, we should practice and encourage the virtue of collaboration, benevolence, and solidarity. This fatal situation teaches us that we need to move together, interconnectedly, collaboratively, and benevolently, by providing the kind access to the most needy and vulnerable ones. So come on, let's say once again.
We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid today. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday.
We are not alone. We are not alone. We are not alone today. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome.